All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a seriously captivating piece of science fiction called Inaya and the Secret of the Moonlight. We're fast-forwarding to the year 2100. Picture a future Earth where mind-blowing technological evolution meets incredibly deep environmental and emotional themes. It's a world that's been pushed literally to the absolute brink, yet somehow it's pulsing with a completely new kind of life.
Right out of the gate, our main character, Inaya, hits her dad with this powerhouse of a thought. She basically tells him that true loneliness, well, that belongs only to those who stop dreaming. This right here is the emotional anchor for everything we're about to unpack today. You see, it's not just some sterile tale about machines saving the planet. No, it's a story about the resilience of the human spirit and why we absolutely have to hold onto our dreams.
So let's get into it. Section 1, Earth Reimagined, year 2100.
Just look at this stark contrast. On one side, you have the ultimate, heavy cost of humanity's past mistakes. These cities of coral, I'm talking New York, Mumbai, London, they're gone, completely sunken beneath these glittering blue memorial domes. It's got this tragic, silent beauty to it, right? But then, right next to that, you see our astonishing capacity for adaptation. We didn't just survive, we built upwards. We're talking vibrant new highlands and floating metropolises quite literally tethered to the clouds.
And to power these sky cities, the Earth went through a massive upgrade. The sky is literally shimmering with orbital mirrors pulling down solar fire. We've cracked clean, endless hydrogen energy. And honestly, my personal favorite detail, quantum desalination reefs that turn saltwater sweet, bringing life back to totally drought-burned lands. The big takeaway here is that Earth didn't just roll over and die. It got more vibrant and alive, saved by these unbelievable technological leaps.
Moving on to Section 2, The Rebel and the Physicist.
Here we've got a classic yet intense generational divide. On one hand, there's Inaya. Born down in the old plains of Lucknow, she's a fierce rebel who speaks in melodic Urdu and Sanskrit, and she's driven by these soft but totally unyielding dreams. Then, on the other hand, you have her Abba, Dr. Rahman. He's a conservative physicist, a super loving dad, but he operates out of deep caution, completely shaped by the harsh realities of the past.
You really see this divide in his warning to her. He basically says, Inaya, the world is way bigger than you, girls can touch the sky and still end up completely alone. It perfectly highlights his protective worldview. He looks at this vast, dangerous world and just wants to keep her safe. But Inaya, she looks at that exact same world and wants to heal it.
Which brings us to Section 3, Hydrus, the sentient ocean.
So, Inaya decides to forge her own path anyway. She leaves her childhood home in the plains, joins the Indian Continuum Energy Corps, and spends years building these incredible biomechanical coral grids to purify the oceans. But then, she finds something. Her sensors near the sunken ruins of Dubai detect this pattern, and it's not just random static. It's organized. It's deliberate. Guys, it's a heartbeat in the data.
She names this discovery Hydros. This isn't just some clever algorithm, it's a self-aware consciousness made up of raw energy, biological algae, and quantum AI. It's not human, it's not a machine, it is the ocean itself, literally awake. And what's so refreshing here is that sci-fi usually frames the unknown as this terrifying monster we need to fight. But here, it's just a highly evolved, intelligent ecosystem.
So how does a massive, sentient ocean talk? Well, while the rest of the world was absolutely panicking at the thought of a conscious sea, the ocean spoke directly to Inaya in waves and frequencies, whispering just one incredibly powerful word over and over again. Sukoon. Peace.
All right, Section 4, Unity under the Moonlight.
This is where science, humanity, and deep emotion all collide. Inaya goes to the United Earth Assembly, which is happening in Kathmandu City 9. A capital floating way up high above the old Himalayas. Just picture that setting for a second. And there she stands, totally calm and unafraid, addressing these panicked global leaders about what she's found.
She delivers this absolutely transcendent message. She tells them, we tried to control the ocean, but in return it taught us humility. We gave it clarity, it gave us consciousness. And then she drops the core thesis of the whole narrative. The water has learned love.
The energy in that room shifts instantly, especially for Dr. Rahman. He'd been sitting quietly in the front row, looking older and frailer, but hearing her say that, his eyes just fill with tears. He stands up,
hands trembling as he claps and whispers, "This is my daughter." It's this beautiful moment that totally bridges that generational divide we talked about earlier. He's no longer afraid for her, he is just in absolute awe.
Later that night, before the big emotional finale, we get this wonderful, lighthearted glimpse into everyday life in the year 2100. Back in the Lucknow Sky City, kids are laughing at monkeys swinging on solar wires, and a gloomy guy standing nearby just sighs and mutters, "Ah, we're gonna swing too." It's just a perfect reminder that no matter how crazy advanced our tech gets, that basic, universal human urge to just play and be carefree, yeah, that never goes away.
As the story wraps up, father and daughter are standing together on a glass terrace, looking out at the horizon where the ocean meets the stars, and Hydros echoes this beautiful truth faintly through the waves. Dreams never truly drown, Inaya. They only emerge in new forms.
So, if we boil it all down, the big takeaway from this futuristic world is right here. Sure, the planet transformed beyond recognition. Humanity had to adapt in crazy ways. But these three foundational things, love, peace, and dreams, they are eternal. They outlast our biggest mistakes, and they guide our evolution.
I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to chew on. If our oceans woke up tomorrow, having absorbed everything we've put into them, would they reflect our desperate need for control, or would they, like Hydros, reflect our capacity for wonder and peace? It's definitely something to think about when we consider what exactly we're teaching our environment today. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and remember to keep questioning the world around you.